All right, so here we have the meeting for the coaches. And it seems like now I have to click on every name and say join, join, join. So, all right, let's do that. So good to see you all, guys. How many of you attended the live presentations? How did you like it? So I'm trying to see if I recognize any names here. So we had just a nice set of presentations for from the students to the company representatives to the professors. It was quite interesting. So some presentations were very good. How's it going, guys? Haven't seen you, haven't talked to many of you for a long time.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, hello. So let's give it a few more minutes because many of you guys were in the previous session. And I think we're still switching from one to the next. So I see quite a few presenters here. So how's life, everyone?
Busy, but good. How's yours?
In South Africa, that's springtime now, right? So is it?
Yes, we're in summer currently.
Oh, that's summer. You're right. Yeah, it's in the middle of the summer. You're right. Yeah. So because we just talked about the weather, and so it's been snowing in Canada. So one of the companies or one of the presentations was for the Canadian ski resort. So they said it's been snowing. They have some, lots of snow. And so I guess is the opposite in your part of the world.
Well, actually, surprisingly, at the moment, it's 10 degrees. So our
and Celsius, actually, it's 10. Well, it's more like 18 in my location in North Carolina. Why is it so cold?
I don't know. The weather has been extremely weird. Like it'll go from one day like 40 degrees and then down to 10 degrees. So everyone's a bit confused.
Berta, you are in Switzerland at this time, or what's your location?
Yes, here in Switzerland.
Have you had any snow yet?
Yes, it is. Yeah, we had a snow for fourth time today. Yeah. How is it doing for your side, Wes? It's been a long time we didn't have a connection, right?
Yeah, no. In North Carolina, it's beautiful. It's supposed to be plus 20 today, so t-shirt and shorts today. Nice. It will get cold, but for now it's basically summer still, so not bad.
Great, lucky you. Here is very cold, in fact.
What other countries do we have here? So where Ania is, I guess it never snows in your part of the world, right? So it's always summer.
Experience, no.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, same thing with Rafael. I assume your winter is just well. I guess you have summer now, so I guess it's the hot winter, it's hot summer. So, but the cold one is, yeah. Since we're talking about the weather, as you know, I grew up in Ukraine, which is colder. It's not extremely cold, but a little colder. And so there was this joke about an exchange student who came to Ukraine to study from Africa, and then he comes back home, and everybody asks him about the cold winters. And he says, how's the weather there? And he says, well, the winter that they have in July is kind of okay, but the one that they have in December, that one is really cold. So by his standards, even our summer was, felt like winter for him. All right, so I see we're adding more people here. So Rafael, should I relinquish the controls to you, or who's going to be in charge here today? Or Leone, or which one of you has been organizing the event?
Carlos planned everything for today.
Mm-hmm. So Rafael, should I need, let me make you here the co-host. Is Dr. B joining us? Because I thought she was going to be here.
Yes, I just sent her the link to join us.
Okay, wonderful. It's been a difficult semester, so I'm almost ready to be done. So we still have some grading to do, and for the students, we need to send out all those certificates and recommendation letters, the letters to the principals of the schools, the letters to the bosses of the companies, the certificates to the professors, the recommendation letters to the professors, the appreciation letters to the department chairs and the deans, and then all the certificates to the winners of the competition, the best presenters. And I may be missing a couple more categories, but yeah, it will be several days just to send those out. But once we are done, finally, we will be able to take a little break and then go ahead with, some holidays and stuff. So, but we already started advertising for the next season, and so getting a lot of applications, and it almost, basically is time to process those. So it will be not much relaxation this winter for us here. So. All right, Leilani, you're here, Dr. B. So who's going to lead this meeting? Is Karen coming here as well? And or is it only for the X-Culture Academy coaches?
No,
Oh, I
this,
think that Carlos had some issues with the link. I just sent
okay.
him now again.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful.
this is for all of the coaches.
Yeah. So those of you who attended the previous presentations, did you like them? How would you think?
We won one. I'm so happy that Academy, like a high school team, won.
Well, they took it more seriously, I should say. I mean, they were all so prepared. Every single team member showed up, which also kind of makes a difference.
Right.
And so they were very, diligent, and you could tell that they did a lot of rehearsals because they were like precisely on time.
Oh my God.
yeah.
So let me just make that bold, highlighted in all caps. The winner of Fall 2020 is an Academy team. Teenagers, high schoolers.
Well, they didn't look that teen anymore. So they are, not kids anymore. So they were almost the same age. Plus,
Yeah.
as I said, they seem to have taken, it seems like for the kids, it was a bigger deal. They
Yeah.
took it very seriously, and it seems
Yeah.
like they over prepared, which is good in this case.
Yeah.
So,
But that Coach Griffoni team,
Yeah, they did
that
it.
presentation was so mechanically perfect.
yeah,
It was so well executed. You should record that one and put it as an example box.
Yeah, we will probably parcel them out, have each presentation as a separate file. So we'll see how we're going to share them. But yeah. And
Yeah.
moving into the next semester, I think maybe we should even offer some additional sort of coaching specifically on presenting. All of these teams did a pretty good job, but then we got quite a few recordings, as you know, and some of them were a little, not bad per se, but they could have benefited from some additional coaching. So I'm thinking moving into the next semester, maybe we should offer some additional training on presenting, both in general, but also specifically presenting online, because that's a whole different art.
Yeah, so Rafael and Carlos, maybe you guys want to download and save those so we can use that as a teaching tool for coaches for next semester. The two winners from this semester would be a good start, just to save them and then have them in some kind of a database so that we understand, so that our students understand what people are looking, or what judges are looking for when it comes to presentations. Yeah. But again, that college, that university, they're virtual, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice. And it was probably one of the best I've seen in a very long time. Karen is having, Rafael, if you could send Karen the link. No.
Yeah,
so just send Karen the link.
I think that we had some miscommunication. Probably we had two links to the meeting, so that's why. I'm not sure.
We sent a invite for.
So Carlos is here.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me? Oh, sorry. I have Bas's name, so I'll change that real quick.
Oh, did I start our own meeting? Are you saying, or?
Did you guys? Because I sent invites for a specific meeting a day before, and then today, like at 7 a.m. So I'm not sure if it's the same meeting.
Yeah, Carlos, you might want to resend it to Karen. She's waiting.
Oh, my apology if I just went to the, well, given that everybody joined us here, so I assume it was the right link.
For now, I think it's fine. Let me see if I can invite Karen. So give me a quick second.
But just as a quick update while we're waiting, so as I said, we finished the semester, so all of the reports are in. This was the largest group, so we had 6,000 people. In fact, it was more like 6,500 names in the system. But then, as always, some didn't pass the test. Some of them were kicked out. So in the end, a little over 6,000 graduated. And so obviously it was a difficult semester still because of the COVID. So there were all kinds of, challenges and difficulties. And here in the United States, but also in several other countries, it was on and off. We started face-to-face, then we went fully online, then we went back face-to-face, then again online. And so it depends on the state too. So they were issuing different orders at different times. And so we had a few universities that had to go through those changes in the middle of the semester, and that created some disruptions. But at the same time, I don't want to say I liked it, but I think it was a nice educational experience for the students that way, because, you know, it creates additional challenges, but also sort of provides more opportunities to learn. And so everybody was done. So all the reports are in. Out of almost 1,000 teams, we had, I believe, 4 teams that had numbers that would suggest, if not plagiarism, then perhaps being a little too flexible with copying and pasting and quoting materials online. But overall, everybody was in a pretty good shape here. And so now for us, the big challenge is, as I was listening, to send out all those post-project documents. And so it's literally over a dozen of different categories that need to go out, and just simply preparing those documents takes a long time. So it's kind of, you know, really.
Sorry to intervene.
Yeah, go ahead.
We had an actual presentation set up.
Even
if it's
better.
okay with you, yeah, we'll go through it first,
Mhm.
and then eventually you and Karen will do an introduction.
And
we'll have
so
the-
Karen's here. So I guess, guys, it's all yours now. So please go ahead. You know what to do. Do I need to make anyone else a co-host?
Could you
Maria?
make Maria Magere the host, because she will be doing
is.
a couple of group splitting.
Okay. And then Karen Linden is here as well. So everybody's in. Wonderful. Okay.
All right. So without any further to do, thank you guys for coming and just being part of the program. So far, we have done a tremendous job on making sure that cases were solved and everybody was doing their task. And I know that we had some difficulties due to COVID, but we are in a better shape than we were before. And thanks to everybody's contribution, we've been able to stand tall and just finish the semester strong. So I just really wanted to commemorate everybody for that. Now we will go ahead and begin the presentation. So without any further to do, I would like to introduce to you guys Maria Magere. And Maria Magere, what she has done this semester and the previous semester is outstanding. She started as a
Carlos,
coach.
don't show the slide too early.
I love your outfit, Maria. So you look very festive.
Okay. So Maria, she's contributed as a coach and now as a senior coach, and now she's actually leading her own classroom full of alumni and students that are participating this semester. And so far she's provided tremendous feedback in terms of just doing the evaluations and supporting the students. So I'm really glad to see where she comes from and now what she's doing today. And what we want to do at the end of the day is to make sure that everybody has that type of growth and you guys really do something that you feel that is fulfilling in your life or with the program. So Maria, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Carlos. So first of all, I would like to ask that can you make me a host, not just co-host, but give me a host permission? Then I will have this option for breakout rooms.
Absolutely, no problem. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, good. First of all, I would like to say hello to everyone and ask for your permission to be your facilitator for a moment at this event. Yes, I'm like an unicorn. And let's try to make some fun a bit. First of all, I would like that you check your chat option and write if you agree that I will facilitate this. Write yes. If no, then no.
Why would we disagree? So of course, yes.
At least, yeah, everyone have checked. Where is chat? That's good. So, and I can't see this breakout rooms option actually. It's only one.
Well, I'm now a regular participant, so cannot.
But there is
Maria, I think we're in a webinar mode and you cannot do breakout.
No,
rooms.
we're in a meeting.
no, I found it.
Oh, okay.
We are in a meeting
Everything
mode,
is
yeah.
fine. But yes, next one. Let's make a noise a bit. I suggest that everyone just use your camera and microphone and say hello in your native language simultaneously, all together. So please switch your microphone. Sveiki! Cool. So we have made the sound check at least. And next, what we will do, you have to write in chat again. I will send you in chat this message. And now, Carlos, you can even share the screen.
Okay.
Think about 3 words that is related with your this year experience. Oh, let me post it. So, first step, please write in Zoom chat 3 words that best describes your coaching experience for this semester.
And
yes, let's wait for a moment. 1-2 minutes. I will wait. No, I will mute everyone for a moment. So, I will admit somebody is joining. So, who is just came in? Please write these 3 words that represent your experience of this semester. So, looks like most of you have written. Next step will be a small talk. I will use breakout rooms, and you all will be sent in this virtual rooms that you can tell to each other what these 3 words means and why you felt like this and what was the challenges and so on. You will have 5 minutes to talk all together, but keep in mind that for per one person it is about 1 minute. So there will be 3-4 persons per room. Let me create these rooms.
So we will be moved to those rooms automatically, or we need to do something?
Yes, you should be. Let me create these rooms. It should be. So sometimes it is a button that you have to press, but lately I saw that it automatically happens. If not, I will try to help you. So I have created. I will send you this to this breakout rooms. So please take your time, 1 minute per person, and then we see you back. And you will see a countdown for your time as well.
All right, so I'm here with Maria, I see. Is there anyone else?
Hi, I'm trying to figure out how to change my background.
I have no idea how to do that either, so I just use my wall.
Okay.
So Maria, where are you located? What country are you in?
I'm in Mexico City, Mexico.
Mexico. Okay, very nice, very nice.
Yes.
So you normally don't have snow, I assume, right? So we were talking about the weather.
Yeah, not at all.
Has it ever snowed there? Like it's never ever get that cold, does it?
Like in Mexico City, it has probably once, like, but I wasn't even born. You know, it was like super rare, and it has in the northern part because there's colder, so yeah. I think like the last winters, but it's not like you can go and ski, right? It's just...
Well, yeah, you have the heat though. So I've been to Mexico a few times, and in the summer each time. So I know it can get really hot. So that I know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mike is here with us as well. So what was the task? So we need to share the experiences, or what's the plan here?
Yeah, we have to just explain what the words we wrote about the coaching program are, or what they mean.
Well, I guess, do you want to go ahead and go first, or?
Okay, so I wrote learn, grow, and busy, because I definitely learned something new. I knew what the program was about, but when I was in it and actually doing all the tasks and replying my emails from students, I learned a lot of things, not only about the program but about myself, like time management and all that. So it was a great experience. I was also busy, with school. I had a big project this semester, and on top of that, like, I had other things and this. So yeah, it was definitely a productive and busy semester. And growth, because I also feel like with all of these, not only hard but soft skills I acquired here, I was able to grow up, like, as a person and as a professional. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I put better than the previous semesters, and so for that, or with that, what I meant was that we actually do track some objective statistics or metrics, and so this semester we had much better numbers than at any point in time before. So the student satisfaction was higher, more students used coaching program, so basically everything indicates that it was done better this time than ever before, even though in the past it was fine. So it's not like it was bad, but it's even better this time. And second, I put autonomous, because that's the first time that I was not involved in the coaching program at all. In all the previous semesters for many years, I would need to do a lot of work, and now finally we have a nice team of coaches, head coaches, program managers who can manage everything on their own. So I was basically just enjoying the results, but didn't really have to do anything. So that definitely helped a lot. So Mike, were you going to say something? So I'm not sure if his microphone is working, so I'm trying to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, fun because the program was interesting. I had a lot of fun interacting with the students and senior coaches, as well as the program coordinator. And moving on, I also chose learning because I've really learned a lot about myself. How I'm able to.
Hello, guys. Nice to see you back. Sorry, my fault. I gave you only 2 minutes, and then after that, I gave you a bit more. So countdown probably was wrong. Not for 5 minutes.
So all the interesting stuff, and you closed it for us. So
yeah.
So Maria, how did you do it? So once you put everybody in the breakout room, were you able to select anybody?
Yes, there is 3 different options in a Zoom. So it is possible. For this time, I used random selection. So
Okay.
it's automatically randomized all participants, and I just pick amount of rooms and participants per room.
Yeah.
But there is option that you can select by names.
Mm-hmm.
But if there is so huge group that it's a bit difficult, but we got some tricks, but let's do it if we do it then later. And another third option, if all participants use the newest Zoom version, they can join specific rooms by themselves.
Wow.
But it works only if you have this.
The latest.
No, that's the competition to Remo. So that's basically what Zoom is now doing equally well. Plus the countdown, that was interesting. So that's interesting. So you have like 15 seconds to finish your discussion.
Yeah. Leon, we got to make sure that everybody updates to the latest version.
Yes. But my fault was I forgot to set exact number, but I just forgot to change these numbers. But okay, this I hope that you all at least get some talking, and you are energized. And now I will give a word to our Mama and Papa, Karen and Vas. And so I hope you will share a bit more with your experience and how give us some inspirational talk. So Carlos, you can put on these slides.
Without any further to do, I will go back to the slides. So here's gonna be the fun stuff, guys. And sorry for a little finicky, but we're trying to get everything set up for you guys. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and skip that, and here you go. Bas and Karen, your turn.
Okay, so thanks, Carlos, for everything. And this has been such an incredible semester. I think that we just kept getting better. I know that we keep improving, right? Next semester will be different than this semester for sure. And the reason for that is the dynamics of all of you. So every single person that participates in this program, whether it's your first time or your seventh time, we've got some real senior people in the program, and people are making this a really unique professional development experience. So I'm just really proud to be a part of all of it and help you all coordinate the things that you're doing. And so I've been involved with the program for just a few semesters. I've been with X-Culture since 2014 when I first saw the program online and said, I think that this would be really great for my online class. So that's my history with X-Culture. But as you all know, Vas has been, he's created this 10 years ago. And so Vas, I'm just gonna turn the floor over to you to say hello to everyone, maybe just acknowledge the program.
Sure, and I figured, you know, I can put my hat as well on, so we'll be in Calgary cowboy hats here. In my, when I was talking about my 3 words, the first one I put was better than the previous semesters. As you know, we track all kinds of statistics related to the quality of the program, satisfaction of the coaches, satisfaction of the students with the work that you provide, quality of the student work. And so when you look at the statistics for this semester, the numbers are excellent and better than ever before. So objectively, using real data, we can say that whatever guys you were doing this semester, it worked. And it worked even better than what we saw before. Second thing that for me, you know, again, makes a huge difference is that it was the first semester when I was not involved in any way. I was basically just observing from the sides and enjoying the fruits of your labor. Again, in the first couple of years, it was very difficult to build this program. You know, it took a lot of time managing it. But now, Karen, obviously, Carlos, Rafael, Anne, all kinds of people, coaches, head coaches, the program directors, you guys developed really a nice system. And again, when I'm saying that, you know, autonomous and self-sustaining, it's probably not true because I can only imagine how much work it took on your end. But at least for me, I didn't have to invest any more time. So it was all working wonderfully. And so I assume I didn't see most of the behind the scenes operations. But from my kind of side of the screen, everything was done so well. So thank you so much. Congratulations on the work. Very, very well done. And so, as I said, looking at the numbers, it seems like not only students are happier, but it looks like they also do a better job. So we've been, some of you have been helping me with evaluating the reports from different semesters to compare the quality. And we see that the quality is improving. And so again, at least in part, I assume that's due to the wonderful job that the coaches are doing, providing feedback to the students, helping them deal with the issues in the teams, but also coaching them how to write those reports well. So thank you so much. Yeah, very good job here.
Yeah, thanks for the freedom and the trust for all of us to put these different components together. It's been a real pleasure and a real joy to be working with people. I know that Vas says this all the time about how he gets to work with colleagues from all over the world, you know, and develop these incredible professional relationships with people that are not on the same floor, not in the same building with you. And so that's really, you know, the joy and the opportunity of the work that you all do and that we all do. And so I just couldn't be happier to be a part of all of it. So Carlos, I'll turn it back to you. I know you've got an enormous program.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the next section now. Thank you, Bas and Karen, for such thoughtful words and for everything that you guys do, because even if you say you don't contribute as much, you help in a lot of different ways so that we can make this happen. So I do really appreciate that.
Carlos, can we also give a couple of minutes to Dr. B here and to Rafael, even though, because they were managing like a distinct part of the coaching program this time, the academy. So those coaches were faced with a whole unique set of challenges because they work with very different demographics. I'm curious to hear from them as well.
We have a slide for them. I don't know
okay,
if
okay.
you want to go now, Rafael.
Okay,
Are you in the chat right now? Let me know if you want me to wait for the actual presentation.
We can wait. Just proceed with what we had, and I can go after. No worries.
All right. Okay. So just to wrap up this semester, as you guys are aware, we had 4 grueling weeks of training, and it was very intensive. We had a lot of members that were unfortunate to not be able to complete the program due to their time constraints, education, or a lot of different factors that made it difficult for them to be able to be part of this. But most of you, if not all of you, did an excellent job in making sure that you met all the deadlines, that you submitted all the work, that you reached out when you needed help, and that you contributed in your own personal ways. So the first 4 weeks, everybody completed their modules, and they basically did an amazing job with all the testing and everything that went on. Even despite the fact that many of us had jobs or we had university degrees to be worried about. So definitely making the time for X-Culture does tell a lot about you guys and how responsible you are regarding the program. Now in September, that was the first week of the practical phase. So for a lot of the coaches, this was something completely new. It's like your first time on the actual job. So you are basically, most of us have difficulty on knowing what to do, because it is one thing to learn the practicality, but it is another thing to know the actual use or the way that you interact with the students, because every student is different and every case is different. And just the fact that you guys were able to do such a great job resolving cases, providing friendly feedback, does tell a lot about the way that we provided customer service, even though they were not necessarily a company, we're more so an institution. But that's just something that I wanted to aggregate. October was our late track, and as you guys were aware, we had over like 4,000 students, and we just had so many teams that we were working with. At the time, almost 1,000 teams, and we were able to provide feedback for most of them whenever they came through X-Culture RM, and whenever they had any concerns, they reached out to our coaches, and our coaches were not only professional, but they were able to provide the help that they needed, as well as evaluate almost every report. So we did an amazing job on that as well. And for our last 2 months, as you guys are aware, it was just really difficult because we're working on the portfolios. You guys are taking a lot of the students and coaches were doing their university degrees. So they're taking exams and they're trying to get everything done before Christmas or other holidays. So it is very special to us that you do spend this time to be able to get all the assignments completed and take some time from your daily lives just to make sure to reach out to a student who might be needing help or who's lost doing something. So definitely, you guys did an amazing job throughout the semester. Okay, so now we're gonna play a cool game. So if you guys have Kahoot or you don't have it, make sure to download it on your phone. I will go ahead and switch over. So please open up your phone devices, and here is going to be the actual game. Can you guys see it? I'm going to open it now, so you guys should have access to it. And let me know if you can hear the music. Let me
not yet.
I think it didn't have the music enabled, so okay. Now you guys should be able to hear it. All right, I see a couple participants. Come on, guys. We need at least 30 of you. 20. I'll do 20.
You don't need the mobile app. It's web is okay from phone, but use your phone.
Yeah, you can just do it directly in the browser, right?
Yeah, you can do it on the browser. No issues. We're getting there. Come on, guys. Just a bit more. Okay, so this activity will be a bit interesting because some of you guys might actually know some of these coaches, but not everybody got a chance to really learn the individuals' names or to speak with them directly. So for those of you that did actually work on our community forums each week or who spend time trying to learn other coaches' names and their personalities, you will find this minigame pretty interesting and fun. You'll have a bit of an edge, but we'll see. All right, once everybody's set up, I think we can begin. So I'll give you 30 more seconds, okay? If I don't see any more people joining, I'm just gonna start.
And you can join even in the middle, I think. Just use this pin code.
Okay, all right. In that case, let's start because I see that it seems like everybody joined. All right, get ready. These are difficult ones.
What is it? Oh, come on.
Wow,
so many people
there's so
didn't
many
know
people
the
that
answer.
That's the coach, and there were a lot of people that didn't know the answer.
Oh, that's embarrassing. You guys should have known the names.
Come on, guys. That's why you needed to work on the community activities so you can learn everybody's names. All right, we'll go to the next coach. Who is this coach? He actually went to Calgary. If you don't know this person, I feel bad for you. There you go.
Yeah.
Come on, 5 people. Come on, guys.
And he's considering applying to the PhD program at my university. So.
Hey, how do I know that I'm really picking the answers? Does it light up or something?
What's that?
Oh,
I'm really picking the.
On your phone. On your phone, you have to pick the same color and size.
Oh, okay. I was doing it like on the screen itself. Do it on the phone app.
Unless you have a touchscreen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you use your phone like a joystick.
That's why I was so confused.
All right. Let's see if you guys know this one. This one might be a little difficult because she is very shy. All right. Come on, 10 people. What are you doing? You guys need to get to learn your coach's names.
So Emily is winning.
Emily is doing really great. Emily, I think she's going to be MVP, guys.
So you not only have to be correct, you have to be faster than others. Is that how it works?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
yes.
Oh.
Not only correct.
Columbia is the secret word.
Oh. Everybody
this
was
one
guessing.
was a split, yeah. Everybody was guessing. Let's see who's still on top. Oh, wow. Federica's winning now. Oh, this one's going to be really easy for her. Come on, you guys need to interact more so everybody can know you.
Yeah, actually, we should have done this game at the beginning of the semester.
Actually, we had a similar game at the beginning, but we were using a poll instead.
This is a very nice game for getting to know your team. So that's.
Yeah, and I'll just say this too. A lot of times we work together, but we never see each other, right? We're all online.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Come on, guys. You gotta be quick. You want to win, you gotta be quick.
Hi.
Oh, he's the most known person here. So
We're just getting better at it, though. Yeah, there's.
And I think the other 8, just because Jaron and Jason sound so similar, so people just didn't read carefully in their rush to get the correct answer.
Mm-hmm. That is a possibility.
So Jaron, you may have the most recognizable face.
Emily
Wow.
have several streaks in a row.
And I'm just figuring out which button that I should be using on my phone. So.
Okay, let's do the next one. Alright, this might be a little tricky for you guys. We'll see who gets it right. Oh, this one was a split. Not a lot of people knew her.
So
Let's see.
Pointing our
Taz
face.
is winning.
Yeah.
how come I'm never on the top? I always get, well, maybe others are moving even faster.
All right, let's see. Next one. Oh, multi-select. Okay, so this coach was actually in some of our weekly webinars, so everybody should know him. I hope at least 30 people. What? I think some of you did not submit. I'm not sure if some of you left, but we'll see. Okay, so Teja's still at the top.
I'm losing sound.
I think there should be 2 more, and that should be it.
Oh.
Oh, so only 8 people got her right.
Yeah, more people got it wrong.
Yeah, I know. And she's interacted before in the community activity. So I don't know if you guys forgot about Liva, but what's going on? Let's see.
Well, I don't think that people are forgetting. I just think a lot of times we work together, but we don't see each other.
going on, and then it was like कोची पिक्चर आई थी ना ऊपर तो पोस्ट कर रही थी कि how many people know that, and then Carlos was like, how did the other 2% do not know her? She's been interacting in this whole thing. How could you forget her? I'm so sure she's so hurt right now. It's like,
All right, let's go to the next coach. All right, he's the senior coach. I'll give you a hint since you guys seem to be messing up right now. That's my hint for you. There you go. That's what I like to see. At least 20 people have to get this right. Wow, it's switching around, but Tejas is coming on strong. That I did not know that. Wow, he's really good at noting people, so I think he might just win the championship. All right, I believe that should be the last one. So we'll see who is the winner. Well, Tejas just came on strong just towards the middle and
crashing
just finished everybody.
Next, and then you will see the winners if it's for the last one.
Oh no, this is the last
No,
one.
this is one.
This coach was actually pretty active, and she was asking questions all the time, so you guys should know it. What? Only 6 people.
The time was so fast.
Yeah, it was so fast. Yeah.
I didn't
It's
get
10
to.
seconds, but we're going pretty quick. You guys gotta think fast. You gotta be on your feet.
Yeah, I knew the answer to this one. So Karen, what place are you in? Because I'm in 22nd. Embarrassing.
I was tied with you a little while ago, so I don't know.
Rafael, 3rd place.
Ooh, nice.
Lucy, 2nd place.
Applause.
Oh, come on, Taz, let's go. Wow, 11 out of 12. That's amazing. He's gonna be our next weekly webinar guy. All right, so that's it for this mini game. We'll go back into the presentation itself. So if you guys give me a quick second, I'll get back into it. Now, without any further to do, I would like to introduce Rafael and Dr. Baumanis from the X Culture Academy, and the work that they have done is integral to the Academy track. They have done some amazing work, and up to this day, I think they have created several improvements to the program that are very beneficial because most most of these coaches that are in the academy track will eventually become senior coaches, and then eventually world leaders or people in places that can really make an influence in the world. So I just wanted to say that to everybody. Props. Maria, could you mute everybody so that we can now have Rafael and Dr. Ramani speak?
You mean unmute? Oh, no, they can unmute themselves.
No,
Or,
no, mute the other
mute.
people.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yes, yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Oh, thank you, Carlos, for the kind words. And I also, as you may said, I invite Dr. B to talk about if I miss anything, okay? Feel
Yes.
free to join me. Can you please pass to the other slide? So as Carlos said, we had a couple of improvements for this semester. So all the coaches, besides doing their coach activities as helping the students, they also helped me to increase and develop the agriculture academy for the students. So we made picnic event for ice break. It was before the start of the program. We also planned a welcome event for all the academic students. And between the weeks, we did virtual events such as cooking class and virtual tours. We had three, if I'm not missing, three cooking class and three virtual tours. So we visit Nepal, India, and Netherlands. And we had some cooking class from India, Nepal, and I think and somewhere else that I missed for today.
Pakistan, right?
Pakistan, yeah, Pakistan.
Yeah, yes, that's correct. We also started to improve all the training modules for the students, and we recorded some videos for them too. For now, we are working on a orientation team video. We are not done yet, so we are going to release whenever a student applies for it. Also, we built a Facebook group to all the students academy so they can interact all together, and also the coaches can interact with them. And for the last, we are planning to do a holidays event. It's more like we are having now for the coaches, but for the students. So we are finalizing all the program and making them wishes for next semester.
Yep, you left one out, which is
Okay.
the one that you manage, which is the Pen Pal program.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's correct.
So,
also,
and just to make note that all of these social events that we're delivering, the intention is really to encourage more social interaction, but really to increase retention and participation in our academy student body. So.
Thank you. Can you please pass the slide? So for to congratulate all the coaches for academy, I didn't. First, I want to congratulate all the coaches because they did an amazing job, not only doing their basic tests, but helping us to upgrade the program. But I want to mention you have honorary awards for a couple of them. So can you please pass? For the senior coaches, I want to nominate Annette, Leon, and Jaron. They did an amazing job, not only moderating the Facebook groups, but also planning and making it happen, all the events that we planned for. So thank you so much for all the hard work. And also I want to mention a couple of coaches, if you can pass the slide. I want to congratulate Ania and Terras for the amazing job as well for building up the events and also helping to upgrade the training models for the students. So thank you very much and congratulations. If you want to add anything else, Dr. B, feel free to.
Yes. First of all, this was actually my first semester joining Academy. And I was just so impressed by the caliber of the coaches that came out of this program, and really how students were able to rise to the occasion of not only being creative thinkers, but also being so structured and so dedicated to the values of X culture in general, and then also to making themselves available to everybody who, you know, worked very, very hard to gain new knowledge that they didn't have to gain. All of this was optional. And it's optional on the student's part, but it's optional for your part too. And for what you guys contributed to Academy, I have to say that I think Dr. Voss and I agree that you have really improved the delivery of this program tremendously.
Absolutely.
Do you have anything to add, Voss?
No, I just want to say that thank you so much, guys, for doing, the work. I can only imagine how much went into it. So I've seen correspondence when I was copied by Carlos, by Rafael, by Karen, by Annette, Leona, all of you guys. And it is almost, to the point that sometimes I'm not only in awe, but also like, maybe feel a little, I guess guilty is the wrong word, but I mean, I'm used to being the one who needs to do most of the work. And now all of a sudden, all that work is happening kind of by itself. So truly, thank you so much. So.
Yeah.
I just want, okay, we can go.
Go ahead,
Sorry,
Rob.
Dr. Okay. Just to make sure that the other coaches don't feel down or bad that they were not mentioned here, but you all did an amazing job, but I just want to mention these 5 because they did an among a gigantic work, so they were more above the average. So, but you don't feel down. You did an amazing job.
No, absolutely. This was such a huge team effort, and I know that again, everybody has their own things to do, right? So it really does require a tremendous amount of extra time that you have to be able to engage and participate in the Academy coaching program, and actually in all the coaching programs. So for those of you guys who did not get mentioned, you are significantly important to us and equally important to us, and we hope that you continue with us. I do want to make note of one more thing before I leave. I've been with X Culture now, I think since 2013. And as you guys know, I developed with Karen, Dr. Voss, and a couple of other colleagues, a program called Global Symposium. And, we co-created that so that our top 10% of virtual graduates and now, of course, Academy graduates can participate on an on-ground version of X Culture. So, and that really stems from the one that was developed by Dr. Voss and Peter Magnuson with the Academy of International Business Regional. So you guys know that we have this thing called Global Symposium, and we go all over the world depending on what university would like to host us. And my team actually selects, that's me, Voss, and whoever the faculty is for that next institution, and of course Karen as well. We select 20 coaches that will be ambassadors for that global symposium. We call them global ambassadors, and any coaches in this program actually have the opportunity to apply for that. And what that allows you to do is you're working because you're coaching 200 students, but it enables you to join us as a part of our lead to actually host and manage this program. So this is available only to coaches. So all of you guys who have completed this program successfully and have actually participated in one of the on-ground conferences are welcome to apply to that. Also, I also want to make note that for those of you guys who are interested, Annette and I and Emily is helping as well. We are developing a global ambassador brand. We're calling it a brand ambassador program. If you would like to help Academy in recruiting students to join us, either at the student level, so teens, or at the professional level. And that actually has some compensation to it. So if you are interested in joining us to be a part of the brand ambassador team for X Culture, please reach out to Annette, and she's the one who's leading that. So, and congratulations, everybody. Congratulations on completing your coaching program. Thank you.
If I may, I also wanted to say a few words and extend a special thank you to Karen Linden. So not only she's been managing the X-Culture coaching program and has been doing a very good job and has built a nice system in place over the last couple of years, but unlike most of us, she is also a little bit kind of busier in her life. So Karen is the director of the coaching program, but also a professor teaching several courses at our university. And in addition, she's a graduate student, PhD student. And as someone who is actually teaching in that graduate program, and I know how much work I give my students, Karen being one of them. So I know that that alone would be probably a full-time job. And then obviously being a professor is a full-time job. And then being a coaching program director is a full-time job. So I don't know how she's doing that. I figure she probably just doesn't sleep, hasn't slept for a few years. Maybe that's how she's, meeting all those requirements. But as I said, the results are amazing. And especially so because of all those different duties that she's been able to combine. So thank you so much, Karen, for managing this. As I said, I do recognize how difficult it must be. And I'm very, very impressed that you're able to keep up and excel in all of those different endeavors. So great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's incredibly rewarding. Largely fueled by coffee as well. But yeah, it's an absolute pleasure, and I enjoy it. And I can't wait for the next semester. We are going to, I have to say that the admin team, we've got a strong group of 8, and that should be growing, of people that are helping to develop this program, because it's definitely, it has to be a group effort. It has to be professional development for all of you as young professionals. And so that's what we really just want to plug you in. We want this to be a safe place where you try an initiative like Ezekiel tried XCRM. I know that's a whole nother slide, but nevertheless, we've got all of these different initiatives, and it's okay to give it a try. And maybe it doesn't work. In the case of XCRM, it certainly did work, and it improved the program tremendously. You all know that Carlos is the backbone, so we have to do this as a group effort, and it's an absolute pleasure to be a part of it, kind of like on the side in the background with all of you. And just to note, like Dr. Romanis mentioned about the recognitions, for some people, you're gonna see some faces that are highlighted, but we stopped last semester with, we decided at the end of spring that we were no longer going to do like the best coaches. And the reason being is the program's grown so much, but really all of you are the top students, right? You're the A+. There's no higher level to give you. It's kind of like a PhD program where the grades don't really matter anymore. So we want to mention a few names, but all of you are superlative, and we're so grateful to be a part of this program together as a unified group. So although in our final letters, we're not going to have like best coaches, but just know that all of you, you've made it all the way through that timeline. And if you think back, you can really think back to when you started, when you opened up that very first training module and began reading and thinking, I'm on Canvas now and I've got these tests to do, and what is this going to look like? And here you are at the end, you've accomplished webinars and all of these incredible components. So I'm just proud, and I'll let Carlos go through the program. Thanks.
All right, so without any further to do, I believe it is the announcement for Ezekiel to pronounce his pick for the individuals that assisted him with the X-Culture module. So let me go ahead and if I can see Sikyo here, I'll make him a co-host. Sikyo, can you raise your hand or?
Hey. Actually, I think we all have access. Can you
Okay,
hear
so
me?
if you're able to, I'm gonna go ahead and enable sharing. Can you go ahead and share your screen for them?
Yeah. Let me hold on. Let me pull this up.
Yeah.
Can I just say that I like how we all started wearing our hats? I like how we all knew where our hats were so that we can go and grab them.
I have one spare if somebody needs one. I wonder if, I'm not sure if I can share it with you through the camera, but yeah,
How did you get 2 hats?
Maxim was there as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want 2 hats.
I want one vase.
No, there were 2
Yeah.
of us, so we got 2 hats. So.
Yeah, I realized we're the hat team. Okay, just gonna do a quick one. So this is we're gonna just talk about the XCRM team appreciation. So this team kind of came together towards the end of October. This is the Fantastic Four. Then look at this one. This is Mike, Iona, Dulaganio, and Tubiniso. These are the Fantastic Four. And just gonna give you a very brief history of what happened with this team. We started from a simple chat, very simple WhatsApp group. It was like, could you fill up this link? We got to know each other. I don't know why Iona was studying or she was online on our group chat on Sundays, but we got to know each other. We started with a very simple meeting, getting to know the simple tasks. And then we got to really complex tasks. We got to do lots of things. So you don't get to see these stuff, but I can tell you each one of these line items is a lot of work that goes into it. And even understanding how this thing works is a lot of work. And we deal with lots of complex data. We collect lots of data, we analyze it, we do a lot of really cool stuff with it. And I think to the rest of you who are in the coaching program, you probably think that we are really annoying. Almost every week we're telling you to acknowledge your case. Please acknowledge your case. Please update your case. But we, as a team, we really did a lot. In case you didn't know, just some of the quick stats. We have collectively, I mean, you coaches as well, we've done 475 cases this semester. We've closed all our cases. Yeah, this is the first time we've closed all our cases. And in total, there were 132 email requests. And just a background on the email requests, these come through to our coaching email. Karen sends them to me. I dealt with a lot of these myself at first, but when they came on board, the team was the one that would key in each of these email requests into the form. That was a very manual and that was a very tiring process that everyone went through. And we had to do this on time as well. So because there was a lag between when the student would request for it and when it would go into the system, and then there'll be still a lag between the system and the coach seeing that email and then the coach reaching out to that student. So this entire chain could take up to a day and everyone had to make sure that it was dealt with quickly. And we were really efficient with that. We dealt with many complex cases behind the scenes. Karen would reach out asking us for analysis on the peer reviews of a team. Carlos would ask us for emails. We did weekly analytics presentations. We dealt with lots of stuff. And now we are kind of wrapping up with finally the analytics report. That is more for the admin team, but just a sneak peek of some of the data that we dive into. So really a huge thank you. Thank you to the 4 of you, right? Laganio, Iona, Tubiniso, and Mike. You guys pulled through out of nowhere. You guys volunteered and you've achieved a lot in the span of these 2 months. Thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without the 4 of you. So just really going to give my commendations to all of you. Thank you very much.
Come on, guys. Big round of applause for
Big round of applause.
coaches.
was such a relief to send those emails out. And then it was anybody that was at the group before. It was almost like a contest. You could like take the ticket faster, which is amazing because like you said, there was this lag. So there's this poor person in the world that just sent an email out, and you know, sometimes we all know it's desperate times for them. And it was such incredible teamwork. Really great job, guys. I know that Ezekiel is just beyond thrilled at how it came together.
Yeah, I'm really, really happy with how it turned out in the end. And actually, all of them kind of chipped in different elements, and we kind of rotated in pairs. I think that was the structure. So I think it was really amazing progress that we have done this semester. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, without any further to do, we're gonna go back to the presentation. So for now, I would like to introduce April. And April has done some fantastic work just making things outside of the program and branching out into different areas that she thought it would be interesting, and she wanted to bring along these coaches as well. So go ahead, April.
Great. Can you hear me, Carlos?
Yeah, we can hear you and see you.
Okay. I just want to start off with saying that after hearing all these presentations, it's really amazing that even with this extracurricular activity, you guys find time to work so hard with your cases and your programs, and then on top of that, come to something like Pages Around the World and submit your experiences and your culture's perspectives and really interact with each other. So I just say thank you to all of you guys for being so active with the community. I really appreciate that. And I want to recognize these 3 people that are here. We got a great turnout for the first ever Pages Around the World book club. But specifically, Annie and Miriam, they both helped me start the program. So we spent months with Karen, who we were looking for articles and TED Talks and perspectives to share with all of our readers. And then eventually when the book club started, they were looking at our posts on the community page, and with our Zoom call at the end, they were there actively engaging our members. So I want to recognize both of you guys for your hard work and your curating of the articles and the TED Talks, because without you two, it would have been a lot of work on Karen and I, and we really appreciate it. And then also specifically, I want to recognize Iona. I know that you were also recognized with the Academy, so great job for you. You were actually only member to answer all 6 posts and answer as many people as you could on replies as well. So I want to say thank you for taking the time to really share your experiences and to respond to all these people, because I know a lot of people appreciated reading your stories. And also with our Zoom call, you were there actively telling your stories in person and just really engaging everybody. So all 3 of you were amazing members and hosts. And I also want to say thank you to the other members. I see a lot of you here, like Mike's here as well. And it was just a really great experience. And I'm really excited to do this again next semester if you guys want to join again. So thank you.
And I learned from
right.
it was
Go ahead,
really
Karen.
great. Yeah, congratulations.
Okay, without any further to do, since we're a bit over time, we'll try to just finish up fast, but make sure that everybody gets their commendations. So next page. Okay, so now Anne Eknar, she's been doing a lot of great work with us for past semesters, and now this semester she's tackling and just extremely difficult, challenging, and great issue that just requires a lot of responsibility. So I'm really happy that she took on this leadership position to help with the administrative assistantship and to make sure that those reports were evaluated, reaching out to coaches and just making sure that everybody who participated contributed a bit to make sure that the program run smooth.
These numbers are scary. I mean, this is huge.
Of course. Go ahead, Anne.
Yeah, thank you, Carlos. So yeah, just some stats in the beginning to just outline how amazing all these coaches worked and how much effort they all put in we only had more or less 8 weeks in which we completed these advice sheets that were then sent out to the students to help them prepare their business proposals. So we had 8 weeks. We had these 32 coaches of 22 nationalities that finished the program, and they all worked together. And I calculated it through. It was about 2,800 reports that we reviewed, maybe even more. And these coaches created these 108 advice sheets consisting of over 700 pages. It's really scary to see these numbers. As Vas just said, it's incredible work that you guys have done there. And obviously I couldn't have done it without you guys and without your support. So congratulations and a huge thank you to all of you that completed the program. I put all of your names here just to recognize your amazing efforts that you put in the program. It's just incredible what you guys have done there. I'm so proud of every one of you.
Come on. All right, Karen, go ahead. I think Karen raised her hand. I'm not sure if she wants to go.
No, sorry. I was just, I did like the reaction for clapping, but I think the boss would probably like to speak to this because every week he was so impressed. Like just, yeah, I'll let you talk about how proud.
It's a huge deal. I mean, Anna, we tried to do something like this probably since about 2016. I was in Mexico at that time. I remember when we launched the program and I had the meetings from my hotel with the people who tried to do what you're doing now, and it never worked. So every time it was either too late or it didn't work or, you know, or not delivered at all. And this is the first time when it actually worked and worked so amazingly well. I mean, everything was done on time and just the sheer volume. So I don't know, guys, what kind of jobs you will be looking for, but I'm telling you, I mean, any top company would be so lucky to have you as an employee, given how much information you can process and how well you can organize the process. So whenever time comes for you to apply for jobs, I'll literally call, not only just write the resume, but I will call, if you give me the phone number, the right person to explain to them how should I put it? I've seen enough people try to do something like this and most fail. And so many of you this semester actually were able to do things that even big, you know, serious companies sometimes cannot organize well enough. So this is amazing. This is very, very impressive. So I know that I wouldn't be able to do anything like this when I was your age. And even today, I think if I were tasked with, for example, this particular task, I mean, I probably will be late all the time and not a fact that I will complete it at all. So very impressive, very impressive.
Great. Yeah, just really heartwarming to hear all this and just everything that we've been able to accomplish over the semester. It definitely shows that we're moving up in terms of getting things done and finding better ways to do things. So definitely thank you, everybody, for just being part of this great team. Okay, we'll go ahead and continue to the next
Yes,
slide.
I also want to nominate some honorary awards. I could have nominated probably about a dozen of coaches from this group, but I decided to nominate the 3 of them. Lisette, first and foremost, for her huge support in consolidating the advice sheets and her idea and her leadership in setting up this AA webinar on very, very short notice. She came to me even after the deadline for the webinars was already over. She just sent this idea to me via WhatsApp, and she was just so engaged with it, and I just hopped on and said, okay, I will do anything I can to put this webinar into practice. And in the end, we had a really great webinar with a lot of advice for the students that helped them a lot with kind of like starting their reports and just getting some advice in the beginning. Then the next person is Drew, who will actually take over the formal leadership of the AA program from next semester onwards, because I will be graduating next semester, and then we'll probably leave the high involvement duties of X Culture by next summer, unfortunately. So I will kind of train him to be the co-leader for the next semester, and then he will take over after that. So we already have a lot of great ideas in mind for the next semester. He was already in this semester very, very engaged in sharing some feedback with me on how I can improve the program on the go. And then now we will use the meantime until the next semester starts to really get some formal changes and organization aspects put into practice so that the program can become even better in the next semesters and even produce better results than we had by now. And then the last person I want to nominate is Tejas for his outstanding work in the creation of the advice sheets and also his support and engagement in helping with whatever task was there. Also for his support in evaluating additional reports in the end of the semester. And he also did a great input in the AA webinar. So thanks to the three of you, but also thanks to everyone who participated in this AA program. You all did a really great job. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Let's go ahead and go to the next slide. So I wanted to mention 10 coaches and senior coaches that overall just demonstrated a lot of passion, caring, and that they were really hardworking, but overall everybody has contributed to the program tremendously. And I am proud of every single member that has graduated from this program, because at the end of the day, without a single person, this wouldn't be able to happen. So just the fact that everybody is able to come together to terms and just get this stuff done by the deadlines and trying to accomplish everything, it is a big challenge. And we know that we ask some of you sometimes things that you will need to have a full-time job here to be able to accomplish, and some of you can get it done within some of your part-time and time that you decide to spend with us. But definitely I wanted to commemorate these 10 people. So first off, Ajmal Malik, just for being one of the most caring and helpful senior coaches this semester, making sure that if any of the coaches had any concerns or questions, he would reach out, and just looking for the well-being of other coaches as well. That was very important. I think she did a great job in that respect. Dhruv Patat Singh, yeah, he was the highest performing coach of this semester. Anything that you gave him, he would do a great job, and that's completely amazing. I just want to thank him for that, because anything that any ideas or anything that came up, he would be the first to sign up or the first to reach out and say, how can I help? And we need people like that in the program a lot more. And I'm just happy to see that there are people like that that are willing to participate with us. Abebe Gasparini, he was one of the most dependable coaches this semester. Some of you guys that are from Team 2B will be aware that unfortunately, due to work or other problems that our senior coaches were facing, they had to leave their teams. And unfortunately, we didn't have any senior coaches in that specific team. So Abebe Gasparini took on the role and assisted me to run that team for the remaining of the semester. So without him, it wouldn't be impossible to reach out to our coaches and just to provide the feedback and help that they needed throughout that semester. Now, Leon Maspero, I think she's one of the most promising coaches that we had this semester. From just the academy track, the things she's doing and her age and everything just really shows the possibility and the opportunities that she has to be somebody special in the world. So I wanted to thank her for just being the most kind and a really great senior coach with everybody that she's interacted with. Now, Annette Jananka, she is one of the greatest senior coaches that I can speak of. She will reach out to any coach if he is not contributing or is facing difficulties, and make sure that they are able to submit those works. And if they have a problem, she'll let me know. So she'll be the first to reach out to this individual, so I know it's somebody that I can depend on and not have to worry about what is her team doing or if her team is missing out on a specific assignments, because she'll make sure that everything's running smoothly. And that's something that I really find valuable in this team. Now, Busca Iona Dana, she is one of our most committed members. I can wholeheartedly say that any interaction she had with the group, she was 100% willing to speak about her stories, about herself, and also interact, whether it was her community activities or it was working with pages around the world. She was always there because she wanted to experience and learn more about other people's cultures and their personal experience. Now, Mike Amabe, he's definitely one of the individuals that I find that really were dedicated to helping S-Culture and just doing weekly presentations and trying to learn more about the system. And a big props to him for that. Tejas Chakrabarty, he's one of the most passionate evaluators that we have for the AA program this semester. So big props to him as well. And Mandra and Divya, she would ask questions for any concerns or issues she had. And we need that, guys, because at the end of the day, we're here to help you. And if you guys have a question or a concern, you have to reach out so that we can let you know what are the steps you need to do or you need to take to be able to complete the assignments. And she was always on top of that. Whenever she had a concern or whenever there was an issue, whether it was on the modules or anything else, she would reach out to me or a senior coach to make us aware that, hi, this needs to be fixed, and or hey, I'm having a question regarding to how I'm supposed to submit this assignment. So that's very special, and we really want to commemorate that because we want you all, guys, whenever you have a question or concern, to reach out to us so that we can work with you and find something that we can assist you with to make your experience a lot better. Okay. Now, due to timing, because we're going overtime, we're going to skip this activity. But there is one final activity that I really want you guys to do, and it's very special to me, and I believe it's going to be very special to you guys. So we're going to go ahead and just, you're going to be separated into groups. And what you need to do is you need to say, what are you thankful for this year? So that's going to be your wishes for this holiday season. And then also, what are some of the things that you hope to see in X-Culture? And what are some of the things that you found that need improvements upon? So this time will be a time for reflection. So go ahead and I believe, Maria, can you go ahead and split everybody?
Yes, I already created. So for how many minutes this time? That I will set 4 minutes.
We're gonna do 4 minutes. Yeah, that is fine.
Okay, and there will be about 4 or somewhere maybe 3 person. So I open all the rooms, and so wish everybody good luck.
All right, so it's a breakout room. So Carlos, I'm here with you. Nicole is with us. Marie.
Hello.
Very nice.
All right, so just first off, I wanted to start off, and I am really thankful for you guys being part of the experience and to be able to give me an opportunity to get to know you, whether you're a coach, senior coach, or you work in the admin team, because at the end of the day, we're just trying to learn more about each other. So I find that that's very beneficial. Who wants to go next?
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you so much. Yeah. So who wants to go next?
I can go next. I'm very thankful for this whole experience, meeting all the other coaches, and then also for having very great teams. 'Cause I was in academy track, so the teams that I coached this year were so great and so willing to listen to anything, any suggestions I told them. So I'm really thankful for the whole experience and the people I met.
Marie, do
you want to go next?
Your microphone's muted.
Thank you, Carlos. I'm very thankful for being a part of this great project. I started as a student last semester, and then being a coach this semester, it was a very great experience. I learned a lot about myself and about how to solve problems, how to reach out to students. So it just made me to open up more because I was kind of reserved, and then I'm just thankful to stay to the end with all the challenges I had during this semester, but I was able to make it through. So I'm just thankful for everything.
Yeah, thank you. And for me, it was actually a pretty good year. Luckily, the type of job I do, COVID-19 didn't affect it too much. But 2020 was probably the biggest growth year for X-Culture as far as what we do, the quality of the program we deliver, And so instead of just thanking something abstract, I want to thank you, Carlos, personally, but also your team. I mean, you guys tested so many different things this year, and most of them actually work very, very well. So as I said, we've been around for what, almost 11 years now. And I think in this 1 year, we tested more innovations and new things than could be in all 10 previous years taken together. So very, very impressive. And I really appreciate that. So thank you guys, not just thankful in general, but thank you guys for doing all of that. And obviously Nicole, Marie, and other coaches for supporting the lead team in those endeavors.
Yeah, definitely. What is something that you wish to see for the upcoming semester? Really quick, since we have a minute.
I wish that we continue to innovate the way we've been this year. So again, maybe not everything will work, but I really liked that we tried so many things, and I hope we will not relax too much and keep trying new things in 2021.
Yeah.
We'll see if it gets under the Christmas tree. Just make sure you write it on your list.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Maria's here.
Good luck. Good luck. From me too.
Really quick, what's your wish, Maria?
2021.
That we all are healthy, happy, and all our family are with us, and we have some interesting challenges and maybe adventures as well.
And finally can meet face to face again, right?
Yes, and
Right.
traveling.
So we couldn't go to Singapore this year. Hopefully next year, if not Singapore, then maybe not Bahamas, the Trinidad in the Caribbean. So, but it'd be nice to see you all again face to face, and then have some fun, in a proper virtual, not virtual, in a proper face to face setting.
Okay, I have to close. So now that our rooms, after it's few seconds, we will be all back.
And you need to teach me how to do these breakout rooms, especially with the timing and everything else. So
Okay, we can set up a meeting. It's easy. Hello, welcome back. So, Carlos?
Now that everybody is back, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, and I want you guys to come up and say something that you found really interesting that somebody mentioned during the backyard groups, or something that you want to say to everybody that is here in regards to the happy wishes for the end of this holiday, hopefully for next year. Any volunteers, or I'm gonna start picking people, because some of you guys been quiet the whole semester and I know you.
So raise your hand.
Yeah, so Carlos, Piyush here.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Piyush.
I like your
Yeah,
hat,
sure.
Piyush.
Thanks, Ras. It's really pleasure to wear this hat. Anyway, so like I was saying, this year has been quite a difficult one for all of us. Like people getting locked up inside, not getting to interact with people outside, or even, I mean, that feeling of loneliness comes in when people are locked inside. So X-Culture has been a source of a window to outside world, and that world was not limited to, say, surroundings of a person. X-Culture gave that window to different parts of the world, and being connected to people from different parts of the world, interacting and working together with them has been, I mean, even otherwise it will be a very good experience, but given the situation, the COVID situation, this was actually a lifeline for many people like us. I mean, myself, it's my own experience, but I'm sure people would be able to relate to that.
Mm-hmm. I see Leoma Sparrow has her microphone unmuted. I think she wants to say something.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say, like, thank you to everyone involved in X-Culture and my X-Culture family. Like, I don't think I would have actually made it through this year. I would have gone insane without you. So just a big thank you to everyone.
Okay, Laiba Nawaz has her microphone muted.
Yeah, honestly, I would say that I'm a very restless person. So COVID was giving me anxiety, staying home all the time. So I need to do something 24/7. So this X-Culture program helped me learn a lot, because, you know, education and all isn't really, at least in Pakistan, it's not going as well online as it's supposed to. So I mean, X Culture just helped me learn a lot of things that I can use further in my business exam, my coming up exams as well. And it just gave me something to do, something to just focus on rather than just sitting alone and doing nothing. So thank you so much for that.
Danko Molina, what is something that you are really happy about regarding the semester? Some wishes?
So first of all, I'm really thankful about the opportunity of participating in this program. It was my first time as a coach, and I really enjoyed it. I've learned a lot. I've met a lot of people, really cool people. So I'm really thankful about that. For my wishes, I just want to keep being part of this family, help as much as I can. Yeah, that.
All right, sounds great. Let me see, Emily Hall.
I'm just really thankful for the X Culture family, and I mean, I'm just echoing what everybody else was saying, but it felt like a lot of times the only contact I had with anyone were X Culture people, and it was nice. And I'm really thankful to be able to keep participating and hopefully grow the academy program. So I love all you guys and happy holidays.
All right. I see Berta Verisha. Would you like to say some words?
Yeah, thank you, Carlos. Hi, everyone. Good to see you all. And it's kind of nostalgia seeing Dr. B, Vasi, and Piyush, Tobias, and April as well, Carlos, so everyone. You guys, when I saw you, you just reminded me Macerata, our crazy times that time. So yeah, good to see you one more time again, and I hope everything is doing well from your side. Well, I'm part of the X Culture for everyone who don't know me, since I was the first year student at University of Macerata, so it's been 2 years or 3 years from now, so it's been a long journey. But I'm very happy and very proud to be part of this culture. Honestly speaking, I have been studying in 6 countries, and I've been working for 1 year now in Germany, so the 7th one, but there is no place that can give you experience such a X Culture. Honestly, I mean, I have write this by email to Carlos, to Karen. I don't know, it's just I feel very comfortable to have all of those people here with a very big smiling face. And I mean, it's just fun, enjoying an amazing experience. So I do like a lot. And I look forward, of course, to be part of the X Culture family. Even now that I'm very busy with the studies and working, I'm going to be more free starting from January, fortunately. And I can't wait to jump in the next adventure of the X Culture. So waiting about Karen or maybe Dr. B or whatever, or even Bas can have, I don't know, maybe, or Carlos, you any kind of opportunity if you need support from my side, I'm happy to do that. So yeah, cheers to all. My wish is to, well, actually, this year has been, of course, a nightmare for all of us, but hopefully we're going to meet each other in Singapore this year. So that's my wish, and I look forward so much to meet each other in Symposium, because unfortunately I was not part of the Calgary, so that's the reason I don't have a hat in my head. So I missed this sweet part to say. Even I saw a lot of picture from Piyush because he was sending us in the WhatsApp group, and I was like, with body there in the mind there, but I mean with my mind over there, but the body here in Switzerland. So yeah, I wanted to be part of the Symposium next year, and that's my wish for this year. So yeah, cheers to all, and I wish you have a great holiday. Thank you, Carlos.
Yeah, and just a forewarning, guys, Berta Verisha has been the longest standing senior coach with us. So she's been here for almost, what, 6 years now?
Come on, Carlos, I'm not so old. I'm still I'm still young. Come on. No gray hair yet. So yeah, 5. Thank you for that.
5 years.
One, yeah.
Oh, I almost got it, guys. So that's,
You know,
yeah, we
and,
come on. So yeah.
Okay.
And if I could just mention too, like I had this conversation with Carlos and Bas, you know, it's like, I don't know if you are familiar with this movie, but like The Sound of Music. And there's this like, how do you solve a problem like Maria? And so I was like, I was thinking to myself one day, I was like, how do I solve a problem like Berta? Because she sounded fantastic. And now she's in this professional role, but she still wants to be a head coach. But we know that she can't answer, like she can't be like a guide, you know, in the moment, but she can contribute so much. So how do you create a different role for someone? Because once some of you are in this position maybe now, right? You're senior coach, you've done it a couple of times, and so maybe you're, you know, thinking of different ways that you can contribute. So that's why we just want you to ask, because we don't really have, the only reason why we have positions and roles is because it's just evolved over time. And so that will continue to change. And so this semester, Blurt has been doing some very valuable work, but not a senior coach where people will come to her to say, hey, I need help with this coaching situation. Because by the time she would be able to get back to them, right, the coaching situation might be over. So there are ways that we can keep you connected into the group so you don't have to feel like, oh, okay, I've now been a coach, I've been a senior coach, and so I guess I just fly the nest. Because we don't have a formal alumni program, but even if we did, I still think that all of you are very unique alumni because of all of this work you've done, right? Now, you know how different your experience has been outside of just being the global virtual program. So Blurtus, I mean, she's met faculty and oriented them in Italy, like getting them off the bus and, you know, organizing events at the side of the leaders of the program, like others of you that have been ambassadors. And some of you might say, well, I don't know if I really want to do that either. There's a place for you. Just let us know what you want to do and how we can connect you into the community, because that's really what this is about. So
yeah, I want to talk about, I want to talk to the 2 points that you talked about, Karen, the alumni and the global. So, and this is an opportunity for you actually, Blurta. So as you guys know, the lead assistant for global is Maddalena Dulio, and I don't see Maddalena in this talk, but she's very busy with her work. She's also in Italy. But she has been bent on developing the alumni relations program. And honestly, the reason why there's not more investment of time in that is because we just don't have the manpower. So Blerta, if you want to reach out to Maddalena Dulio, that might be one of the things that you could co-create with her, because we really do need a very strong and visible alumni relations program for people such as yourself. And we hope that in the future, we would like to develop what we call Global Business Week for young executives is what we wanted to call it. And hopefully someday that could be something that once you guys all age out and then become professionals in your field and still want to continue participating in X Culture, that we make space for you in the young executive program and also being a part of the alumni relations. So reach out to Maddalena Dulio about that. That's going to be one of our initiatives for 2021. The second thing that I want to address is global. Now, I'm getting like emails from all over the world. When are we gonna do global? And the truth is, guys, you know, I feel personally responsible for every single person that is with me at that conference. I mean, like, I have to protect you guys like you were my children, because like if something should happen to you, I will never forgive myself. So in that way, I have to be mindful of the safety of requiring 20 students and faculty traveling through the world in this crazy pandemic time. And I really think that it's going to take a little bit more time to get all of those inoculations out. And I would like to see the world, and I'm not talking about just the United States, although we are one of the worst problems right now in the world, but I'd like to see the world have a herd immunity of about 75% in order for us to move forward safely with global. And I don't think that will happen in 2021, Blerta, I'm sorry to say. I do believe that by summer 2022, that we will have a global immunity of at least 75%, because it will be required by the World Health Organization. And in that way, I think that we can start to anticipate global being somewhere in the world in 2022. And we are looking at some really exciting places, things that I've thought about, maybe Kenya, you know, in Africa. We might go back to Asia. I don't know if Singapore is still available to us, but certainly would like to entertain going back to Singapore.
Can you guys write in comments what would be your dream destination?
Yeah, so maybe you want to put this, if you know, and because Vas and I are probably going to start our search in the beginning of next year, only because it takes 1 year lead time to really develop a full-fledged conference and making sure that everybody's got the proper health vaccinations, insurance. We have to buy our travel tickets 90 days in advance. Like, it's a lot of to do. So if you have a nomination of a university in a particular country, everybody's saying Singapore. Singapore. I might have to go back to Singapore.
Yeah, I guess we'll have
one France.
But again, please, just our hearts and minds are first in your safety, and then in our academic education. And yes, we are looking for nominations. If you know of a university who would like to host Global in 2022, please forward it to me or to Dr. Vas, and we will entertain the idea. Okay? Thank you.
Singapore is a great idea, obviously, but I like Tbilisi, so that's a very interesting destination, not expensive, so maybe we should go there.
Where is Tbilisi?
Georgia, the country.
Yeah. It's amazing, and I would like to help you organizing that event.
So what we need to look for, again, is a faculty member at a university who is engaged in X culture. And obviously you all know who they are. And if it is something that your university or your faculty member is interested in proposing to us, please have them send us an email. And again, we will be interviewing 25 of you coaches to host as our global ambassador for that 2022 experience. Okay?
Tbilisi is cool option. I agree. There is most welcoming people. I guess because I spent almost half a year in Tbilisi while this coronavirus was spreading, and we couldn't get home. But Tbilisi in Georgia is fantastic. Yeah.
Something that Emily Hall brought up that I just want to say, guys, is that at the end of the day, we all just want to be together. Regardless of the location, we just want to see each other once again in person. So I think the location would be great to have a solid place, but for now I'm just hoping that we can all see each other one time.
Yes, maybe it's time for photo. So
yes, now is the photo time. Everybody
we don't fit in one screen, but so please try it. I will
so what I can do is I will take a screenshot of one side of the screen, and then I'll get the other side, and then I'll just do like a
what we have to do layout, do we move somehow, or just smile and wave?
Okay, so I need you to smile and wave or do a funny pose.
Yeah, we haven't met too long, so when we do the cultures, X-Culture photos, we do this X little thing here, so and yeah, I guess we can go like this or like this. I don't know what's the proper way, or like this.
No, you have to back up.
You guys want to do this?
Yeah.
We can do that.
Like that.
I will take the screenshot, so I probably won't look doing this, but we'll see. All right. Everybody's ready?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Say cheese.
Say X-Culture.
X-Culture, okay. Now let me do the other side of the screen. Everybody, come on.
Now nobody knows who's on which screen.
Yeah, so you better pose.
We'll put it all together. Don't worry about that. I just need you guys to let me see. I gotta make sure I save the first picture. 1 second. Okay. Okay, so it made a funny noise, so I think that's a good sign.
Right, funny noise.
Okay, all right. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and X-Culture.
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 All right, so I took another screenshot. Okay. All right, so I think that should be everybody. Would you guys like to do a different pose now, or?
I guess
I would send a special thank you to those of you who are and in the middle of the night, I would guess. Anna and Jaron.
Ezekiel is definitely past midnight, right? It's like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So, and then Jaron, same thing, I assume, right? So for quite a few of you,
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you guys for just being part of it.
She's New Zealand.
Yeah, and Ezekiel and Ania, I'm sorry, Jaron and Ania still have a 1 o'clock meeting with me.
That's torturous. That's excusable.
I think Jaron, you don't have to come, but I think Ania, you have to be there.
All right, so I think I have the photos. I just make sure. So I think now we can end it for some of you guys since it's already late. I don't want to keep Ezekiel late because I know that he works overtime. Like he's always like busy. So.
Always. One last thing. Can we please give a huge round of applause to the person that keeps us connected, that you all know is the hardest working person in the program and somebody dear to all of our hearts. Carlos, thank you for everything.
Mute yourself, please.
Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you.
Well, I appreciate
Thank you,
you.
Carlos.
Thank
Really
you so much,
appreciate it.
everybody.
Great
just for being
work,
part of
great
this.
work,
Carlos.
You've done
Thanks.
so well.
Thank you.
Cool.
All right,
right.
good night, everyone.
So we'll
Have
go
a nice
ahead and
day,
end it
those
for
of you who
everybody.
are in North America or in the Americas. So thank you so much for organizing the event, Carlos and the team.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Everybody, I do it wholeheartedly, and I'm just happy to be part of this group and just to have met so many wonderful people in this program. So just really thank you from my heart. And we're gonna go ahead and end it now.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We're going to close out and just keep your eyes open for emails. We'll have the invitation in a couple of days to come out for all of you to join in the future for the next spring group. And we have our date set. So just bear with us. In a couple of days, we'll do that. And we'll do one more survey to get your overall impressions.
Oh, quick thing also, I just want to mention the portfolios are due on the 16th of December. So make sure you submit those.
He still is collecting things from you all. Is that Max who's in the background in the hat?
He finally woke up, so. All right, guys. Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye. Good luck.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Who's recording the video?
Bye-bye. See you all. Bye-bye.
See you.